At its core, wine is fermented grape juice, one of the oldest and most fascinating beverages in human history. It is a story of culture, science, and time. But to truly understand wine, we must look beyond the glass, to the soil, the climate, and the hands that nurture the vine. It is a drink that has survived empires and defined traditions across every corner of the globe. Our journey begins over 8,000 years ago in the Neolithic caves of the Caucasus region. In modern-day Georgia, the first winemakers fermented grapes in large clay jars called qvevri, buried deep in the earth. Nearby in Armenia, the world's oldest known winery, the Areni 1 complex, reveals a sophisticated industry already thriving 6 millennia ago. By 3000 BCE, wine had become a status symbol for Egyptian royalty. Pharaohs were buried with jars of wine to sustain them in the afterlife. The Greeks elevated winemaking to an art form, worshipping Dionysus, while the Romans later spread vineyards across Europe. It was the Romans who first used wooden barrels and glass bottles, establishing regions like Bordeaux and Burgundy. During the Middle Ages, Cistercian monks refined vineyard management, identifying the unique terroir of specific plots of land. In the age of exploration, European colonizers brought vines to the New World, forever changing the global wine landscape. Now, let us explore the science that transforms a simple fruit into a complex masterpiece. The process begins when grapes are harvested and crushed to release their naturally sweet juice. Through fermentation, that juice becomes wine. Unlike common table grapes, wine grapes are smaller, sweeter, richer in flavor, and contain seeds, ideal for complexity. Grapevines produce fruit only once per year. In the Northern Hemisphere, harvest is August to October. In the Southern, it's February to April. For alcoholic fermentation to occur, yeast is essential. These microscopic organisms consume sugar and convert it into alcohol. The alcohol remains in the wine, while most of the carbon dioxide escapes into the atmosphere. This is the magic of fermentation. The alcohol level is measured as ABV. A 13% ABV wine means exactly 13% of the liquid is pure alcohol. Today, there are more than 1,000 grape varieties and thousands of wine regions, each with a unique character. In fact, nearly 600 new wines enter the market every single day. A world of discovery in every bottle. Climate was a crucial role. Cooler regions produce wines with higher acidity and fresh, herbaceous characteristics. Warmer regions create wines that are riper, fuller-bodied, and more powerful in their flavor profile. To truly appreciate this complexity, one must learn the language of the glass. Let us master the art of tasting. Professional tasting is a disciplined method to assess quality. We call it the 5 S's. First, C. Tilt the glass. Look for clarity and color. Purple suggests youth, while brick and garnet indicate maturity in reds. Next, swirl. This aerates the wine, releasing its soul. Thicker legs often indicate higher alcohol or sugar content. The third S is sniff. Use short breaths to identify primary fruit aromas and secondary notes from oak and fermentation. Fourth, sip. Take a medium sip and chew it, coating your entire palate to assess acidity, tannins, and body. Finally, savor. Evaluate the finish. A long finish, over 10 seconds, is the hallmark of a high-quality wine. Now, let us look at the regions that define our standards, starting with the global icon, Bordeaux. Bordeaux is the benchmark for blends. The left bank is dominated by Cabernet Sauvignon, while the right bank favors Merlot. In Italy, Tuscany is home to the Sangiovese grape, famous for Chianti and the bold, innovative Super Tuscans. In the US, Napa Valley's volcanic soils created a global sensation in 1976, when its wines beat top French estates in a blind tasting. In Argentina, the high-altitude vineyards of Mendoza produce intense, fruit-forward Malbec that is truly world-class. And Marlborough, New Zealand, is famous for its distinctive, pungent Sauvignon Blanc, with notes of passion fruit and cut grass. But what happens after the bottle is sealed? Let us explore the quiet, chemical mystery of aging. Wine is one of the few things that can improve with time, through a slow process of oxidation and polymerization. During aging, tannins bind together, becoming heavier and falling to the bottom. This makes the wine feel silky rather than grippy. To age properly, wine needs consistency. Ideally 12 to 15 degrees Celsius and 70% humidity. Vintage refers to the year the grapes were harvested. It is a snapshot of that year's unique climate and character. However, non-vintage wines are masterfully blended from multiple harvest years to create a consistent house style. A single varietal wine is made from one grape, while a cuvée is an artful blend of several varieties. Blending is the ultimate expression of a winemaker's craft, a harmony of science and emotion. Wine is also steeped in legend, like the Persian myth of King Jamshid, where wine was discovered as a cure for a migraine. Or the Roman fable of Bacchus's 3 bones, explaining how wine makes us first sing like birds, then act like lions, and finally, donkeys. There is even the cursed bottle of 1787 Chateau Margaux, which shattered in 1989 before a single drop was tasted. And the Tuscan Vin Santo, or holy wine, believed to have brought miraculous plague recoveries in the 14th century. Beyond the bottle, the vessel you choose matters. The shape of a crystal glass is designed to direct aromas to your nose. Different shapes enhance specific varieties, directing the wine to the parts of your palate that perceive sweetness or acidity. When we bring wine to the table, we enter a world of culinary alchemy. Pairing is about finding a symphony of flavor. A bold red, rich in tannins, finds its perfect partner in a marbled steak, where the proteins soften the wine's grip. Conversely, a crisp white wine with vibrant acidity cuts through the richness of seafood, refreshing the palate perfectly. As we look ahead, the industry is embracing sustainability, protecting the very soil and climate that sustain the vines. Wine is ultimately a bridge. It connects us to the land, to our history, and to one another across the table. For many, wine becomes a lifelong pursuit of curation, building a collection that tells a personal story of travel, discovery, and refined taste. Through history, science, and legend, we see that wine is far more than just a drink. It is a testament to human ingenuity. It is climate, geography, science, tradition, and emotion, all captured in a single, perfect glass. So, next time you enjoy a glass, remember the 8,000 years of knowledge in every sip. Cheers to the world of wine.